Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our live agent training. I hope everybody's having a great day so far. Happy Wednesday. My name's Erin, and today we're going to be covering marketing materials and some different things that you can do to really stand out with your listings, and just kind of wanted to give you a better idea of some of the great benefits and different ways you can generate leads with the marketing materials we have to offer. So I wanted to talk about that today. Just a little recap. Last week we did talk about setting up your Facebook IDX search. So we do have it to where you can create your business page, and you can create the actual property search on your business page via the MLS using IDX functionality. So this is a possibility. If you happen to miss last week's training, we actually have it up on our YouTube channel for the agent recording. So if you're interested in learning about that, here is the link. I'm going to post it actually in the chat via the GoToMeeting. So feel free to click on the little chat box through your GoToMeeting, and there will be a link there. You can see all of the past recorded What's Up Wednesdays, but there's also a little subscribe button. If you have not done so already, subscribe to this YouTube channel, because any new video that gets uploaded that I've recorded from our trainings, you do get notified. So if you happen to miss it, or you always want to go back and rewatch it, you have that as an option. So go ahead and click on the subscribe button, and then it will notify you of the YouTube channel. So check it out. If you missed the recording, or if you happen to miss last week, there is the recording here. It's got a lot of great details and just goes over how to add it onto your personal website, how to even set it up, and then also to get it onto your Facebook business page. So that was a fun little topic that we got to go over. Also, something that our programmers are working on, we're going to eventually have it to where you can add in your mailing list or upload your mailing list for the community pages, and you can select your certain community and do a blast out with postcards, and you just have to select your audience that you want to go to and then select your postcard, and we do the rest. So we print the postcards for you here in-house, and then we send them out to you, or to the area, I should say. We don't send them to you. We do the mailing for you. So it's kind of a cool thing that we're working on. We should have that available within the next few weeks, and we're just working on some other things. So once we have that available, I'll let you know, and we'll do a cool little training on it to get you aware of how to use it and utilize that as a feature. So with that being said, next week we're going to be just doing an open-ended agent training. So if you have questions or there's any certain topics you want to cover, let me know, so that way we can go over that stuff. I know we haven't gone over a lot of things recently because we started at that at the beginning of the year. So if you're newer and you have a suggestion of what you would like to talk about, feel free to let me know. I love to get your feedback, and always want to help and make sure that I'm teaching the right things to help you be successful in the system. So just send me a little chat or send me an email. You can email me at Erin, E-R-I-N, @agentmarketing.com, and just let me know what you would like to talk about, and then we can use that as a question or a topic next week. So yeah, next week's just going to be open-ended. Bring your questions, and then we'll go over some different things in the system and really show you the benefit of using agent marketing. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with today's topic. So we're going to focus on the shopping cart today and showing you some different marketing materials that you can utilize using agent marketing. So we're going to go ahead and click here on our property tab at the very top of our account, and we'll click on properties and go to our list of properties. So today we're going to focus on this little icon here, which is our shopping cart icon. Now when you click on the shopping cart icon, there's a bunch of different options and things that you can do. First of all, this is where you go to activate your property website. So you'll see that this one has already been activated. If you want to add in your property and say you're not ready to activate it, you do have an option to uncheck it and make it not active right away, because a lot of times agents like to get their marketing materials first, and then they like to have it go live. So you don't always have to activate it right away. You can if you want to, though, and then get your marketing materials, whatever you prefer to do. But that is an option for you to be able to utilize through the system. The next option we have is posting the virtual tour to Realtor.com. Now this is amazing because Realtor.com now makes it to where there's no cost to actually send the virtual tour to Realtor.com. So we'll create the virtual tour for you once the photos have been uploaded, or you can even create a custom virtual tour if you like to as well. And then we syndicate that out as soon as you check this button. If for any reason you're getting this message not found on Realtor.com, can't post tour, it just means that you may not have the MLS number listed in agent marketing, or it could be that the addresses don't match. They have to match exactly the same. So if you have street spelled out in agent marketing, but it's just ST in Realtor.com, they won't match that up and it won't allow you to post. So you have to make sure that they do match up exactly the same. I always just go into Realtor.com and I pull up them side by side and just make sure everything matches before posting if you do get this message. So you can figure out what is different. You know, sometimes it's as little as having a little period after street, or it abbreviated, something like that. So it does have to match exactly the same, and the MLS number does have to be in agentmarketing.com. That's how we get it over, and that's how we match everything up to make sure we're getting the virtual tour on the right property. The next option is being able to purchase a domain name. Now, this is not something you have to do because we do provide you with a free domain with your property website when you create it. So this is just if you want to do something a little more custom, maybe you want it shortened up a little bit, maybe something a little bit different than what you have available to you. You do have an option to purchase a domain name. It can be unique. So you'll see here that my free URL that I have for my property website is going to be 24main.willsellquick.com. You can choose to purchase a domain name, something like 24mainstreet.com, or you can even do 24main.com. This just gets rid of this subdomain here, the Will Sell Quick. So if you're really interested in just having it be shortened up and you want that unique domain name, feel free to purchase the domain names, but if you want to skip past that, we do provide you with a free domain that you have in the system. So that's something you can use. I always recommend, if possible, purchasing a domain name for your personal marketing, though. It makes you stand out as an agent, but also it helps with SEO for your personal website, purchasing maybe, you know, like www.angieagent.com. Your name is always really good. And then when you purchase that domain for your personal website, you can actually create email addresses with that too for the system, which is pretty cool. And that's another option. So just a little suggestion, you do not have to purchase it for the property if you don't want to, because we do provide you with that free URL. But for the personal websites, it is recommended for SEO purposes and then some of the other add-on features that we have available to you. The next option we have are full color sign writers. Now these are great because these help you get leads. Now with the sign writers, they have the texting information, the URL, and the QR code. With that texting feature, anytime a consumer texts about the property, we capture their information and send it to you as a lead. So you can take these and you can put them below your sign, on top of your signpost, you can put them in the window, wherever it's visible for you to be able to get leads. These are known to help get agents leads. Our number one question that I get asked on a daily basis, how can you help me get leads? And I always, always, always recommend doing the sign writers because they help. Consumers can text about the property when they're in front. You don't have to worry about the flyer box and having flyers there all the time because this is your advertisement. When they text about the property, they get a message on their phone with the property details and a link to the mobile website. You've captured their information and already have that lead. So it's a benefit for both. So you can create a custom sign writer if you want to. We have our full graphics team here that can do the customization for you, or we do have some stock signs that you can use as well. So there's a bunch of different templates here that you can choose from. As you see, I'm scrolling through. You can do some different ones. There's some with just the texting information on them. There's some that have all three options, or there's some that I think have just a URL on there. My recommendation is to always have the text code on there because you do get the leads from it, so that's really important. But you do have a bunch of different options, as well as scrolling to the very bottom here, we do have some broker-specific templates as well, like Berkshire Hathaway, even Century 21. Some other things too, like I said, we do custom writers. So that really helps with getting your information out there. With the custom writers, we can design it any way you want it. So it's that 24 by 6 sign writer. You have an option to do a smaller size. We can do an 18 by 6 or even a 30 by 8 too if you need. For the material, we do print on a PVC material. The 1/8 of an inch is standard for what we do, 3mm PVC. It is a solid PVC material. It doesn't bend or crack or anything like that, which is great. So you can actually use these in the heat and the cold, all of that. So it's really good to have these. It is printed directly on the material, and it is a UV ink that goes on there, which is great because then you won't have any fading or yellowing with the material. We also have the Coroplast material. The Coroplast material is a corrugated plastic, so if you're using H-stands or if you have any type of lighter material that you would like to use, not that the PVC is heavy, but the Coroplast is very, very lightweight. And then also if you're in an area that you want to have a thicker material, this is always good for the winter time. If it's really, really, really cold, I always recommend having this, or some people just like to have it on thicker PVC material. So that is an option for you. And then also we have grommets. Grommets are little metal reinforcers for the holes of where they are, where you can hang it. So these are always put in there. If you need holes in your sign, select grommets because this helps with being able to hang it from your sign. If you have your signpost where it just slides in, you won't necessarily need the grommets unless you're going to be hanging it from some way. So you can choose on how you need the grommets. The distance apart you'll see is 12 inches, 14, 15, 16. That's just the inches in between the two holes. So if you have one on each side, then it's going to be the distance in the middle of how far you need it apart. Most standard is 16 inches, but I would recommend measuring your sign prior to selecting because that's how you can hang it from your sign. So you select the grommets. The next option you have available is selecting water bottle labels. So we do have these that can be put on water bottles. Just a little side note, it does not come with the water. It is just the actual water bottle labels for you. So you get the labels, you can select your color, so you can change up the color if you want, and then, so say that you're maybe with Century 21 and you want the black and gold. You can change the colors. It does populate the information. It has your picture, your name, has your logo, your phone number, and then the domain name for the actual property. It does have the first 4 photos that are in the photo gallery. It will pull those and put those on the water bottle labels. So these are great for open houses. If you're going to be having one, I definitely recommend having the water bottle labels printed. And then you can do 24, 48, or 96 water bottle labels. The information that is populated on all of the marketing materials does come from the gear icon up here in the right-hand corner. From my information and picture and logo, that is where we pull all of your agent information. So just make sure that that's accurate, up to date, everything's spelled correctly, because that is where we pull that information. We will have some photo services coming. Another option we have is property business cards. So we also can do customization for the property business cards, and we can add it into your account. So the next time you go to order, you'll be able to select your custom layout. If you choose to just do what we provide, we do have 4 different templates you can choose from. On the front side, it has your agent information. On the back side, it has the property details. So it has the text code, the QR code, as well as the website. And then we pull the first photo from the photo gallery and pop that into this property business card. These are awesome to have. I recommend having these for each one of your properties because not only does it get you more exposure because it has your information, but it also makes the sellers feel awesome because you can give them some and they can pass them out to their friends and family and whoever. So it is really cool to just kind of, make them feel special and feel like they're able to help get their household too. So you can choose the different colors, or again, we can do a custom order for you, and then you can choose to do 100 or 200 postcards or property business cards. The next thing we have is just listed, open house, or just sold postcards. These are so cool because we can also, again, do custom order for you and upload your layouts here. We have 5 different just listed templates that you can choose from. there's 5 different open house templates you can choose from, and there's also 5 different just sold templates that you can choose from. We can also do custom custom postcard template for you and upload it to your account. You can choose the color scheme here through the system. You can choose your quantity. If you're doing the open house date and time, you can put that in here as well. So if you choose to have your, let's see, we'll do open house, and then you can say Saturday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And you could put like Saturday, we'll do, what's the date on Saturday? The 27th. So you could put the date on here, and then you can have the time on here as well. So that gives you a little custom message that you're able to put on there, and then we'll print that directly onto the open house postcard. On the address side, it has your agent information and your logo as well. So we pull the agent information and put that on there. All of our paper products are printed on a 15-point cardstock, so it is really cool. And then on the side that has the property details is a gloss. So we do the UV coat on it. On the other side, we don't, because we want you to be able to write on it if needed. The last option that you have is you can do just listed, open house, or just sold door hangers. Now, just like the property business cards or the postcards, we can do a custom layout for you, or a custom design, I mean. And then like the postcards, you can do just listed, open house, or just sold. So there are, I think there's 4 different templates for the door hangers here. Let's see here. So there's 5. Okay, so there's 5 different for all 3 options. We will be having a bigger size starting, I think next week, maybe in 2 weeks. So they are going to be a little bit bigger, and they're going to be UV coated. So they're going to look really awesome. So we're just updating them and making them look a little bit better. But you do have an option to have your information on here, and then you can choose the property details. So say we'll do a just listed. We'll have the property details and then your logo and your agent information on there. You can also choose to put in your open house date and time and select the color scheme, or we can do the custom design for you as well. So now when you hit next, it will take you into your shopping cart, ask you to verify your address. So you'll just say, yep, we'll go ahead and do that. If you are local, we are based out of Aliso Viejo, California. So if you are local, then you can choose to have your items picked up. It gives you the address and all of that stuff on where to pick it up. So that is an option, save on shipping. Just wanted to give you a little bonus as well. We do still have our 25% discount as well for the paper products through July and August. So it is coming to the end of August. So just make sure that you get your orders in so you get that 25% discount. You'll see that it does take a good chunk of money off on these paper products. So you have that available to you. Also, if you do select partners, you do get you get your partner points discount. So the more partners you have, the more of a discount you get. So go ahead and select your partners through your dashboard tab. I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. And then you have options for shipping. We do actually have, if you choose to have it shipped, show you your options here. We ship UPS, so you have an option to do next day. You can do overnight, all of that stuff if you need to. Also, any orders ordered before noon, we print and ship same day. Any orders ordered afternoon, Pacific Standard Time, we print and ship out next day. So it's a 24-hour turnaround time. We get it out to you very, very quickly. So that is an option for you to go ahead and continue to purchase your marketing materials. So for the partners, just a quick little thing here on your dashboard tab. When you click on dashboard and go to your home page, you'll see that you can select different partners. And for every partner that you do select, you do get a discount off on your marketing materials. So you can come in here, you can choose a partner. There's different partners here that you can select, and you do get a discount. So that's another option you can do to help get some percentage off on your marketing materials. So that wraps up today's topic. Are there any questions that I can answer about the marketing materials, about any different features that we have to offer? Anything I can answer for you, let me know. Again, next week we'll just be doing some questions. So if you have any questions or any topics you want to learn about, let me know as well. and I will have this posted up on YouTube shortly. Any questions? Any questions? All right. Well, that looks like that's it. I hope everybody has a great rest of your week. Have a great day, and we will see you next Wednesday. Thanks again.